You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Y&R fans, Belinda from Soap Dirt with your prediction edition. We're going to talk about Summer and Phyllis plotting, doing deep, dirty plotting about this custody case, and Nikki Newman making big threats. We have got 5 predictions for you. As always, we have one for Nikki and Victor, for Chelsea and Adam, for Heather and Daniel, for Summer and Phyllis, and for Billy and Sally. Now let's dive right in with our first prediction. I think Nikki Newman is soon going to be threatening her husband, Victor. So last week we had the big Jack and Victor showdown, and we have heard him insisting that Adam is going to be taking the reins at Newman Media, and he's already told Adam, you're going to be propping up Glissade, taking a big steaming poop all over Jabot, and he realizes this is back to Victor versus Jack. Adam said he wants to think about it, and so that's going to come back around this week. Tuesday, July 16th, spoilers for the week. Victor shares his new scheme, his new plot, his new plan with the family. And on Thursday, July 18th, Victor pushes Adam and drives a hard bargain the same day as Nikki standing her ground at the office. Nikki may threaten Victor and Adam both. So I think Adam is going to push back on Victor about not wanting to plot against his old friend Jack. And I think Victor is going to dangle, pull on Adam's daddy issues and offer him something tantalizing, along with daddy's approval, to get Adam to cooperate. And Nikki is going to push back on Adam being there, on Adam running Newman Media. And once she finds out exactly what Newman Media is doing to attack Jabot and prop up Audra and Kyle's company, she is going to lose it on Victor. I have no doubt that she's going to lose it. Tell him to shut it down or else. And I think he's probably going to lean into the or else. And maybe he's going to mess around and find out. We'll see. Our second prediction, Chelsea and Adam are going to boink again. And maybe again and again and again. That's what I think. Spoiler for midweek, Wednesday, July 17th. Adam and Chelsea fight their feelings. And there's a spoilers photo I cannot show you for copyright reasons, but it has them alone together at Adam's apartment. So nobody believed me when I said they were going to kiss or do the deed. And boy, they did all of it and more. So Adam and Chelsea are agreeing to keep this under wraps. But then last week we saw Adam telling Sally and Billy that they got drunk together, and Chelsea raged at him after that conversation. And he's like, well, I thought it'd be better to keep close to the truth. And it's like, why would you even drag that into it? It's not like they were going to ask, oh, by the way, did you two get drunk together? Saying they got drunk together just sets the stage for suspicions. And Sally and Billy were talking about, after they left to go call Connor, we're talking about how they've noticed this growing bond between Adam and Chelsea. And then Chelsea and Sally talked late in the week, this past week. And Chelsea was visibly upset when Sally was being super nice to her and saying just nice things. And that, she's glad she's there for Adam and how she's worried about losing Adam, all this. So I think, just based on this spoiler, I don't think they're going to be able to control themselves. It's more than just concern over Connor. There's a deep history, there's a deep love, and they both just have a history of doing bad things. So let's not forget that. Our third prediction, will Heather and Daniel leave town together and soon? Spoilers for Wednesday, July 17th, have Heather Stevens sharing surprising news with Daniel Romalotti. So she has been job hunting in Genoa City, and she did mention she was not making good headway despite being an attorney at Chancellor Winters. I guess sleeping with the boss's boyfriend, maybe the word of that spread around town, and she is not getting job offers, even though she's a skilled attorney. Daniel obviously was chucked out on his ear, so they're both jobless. And if they have to leave town to support themselves, that's fine. They already talked about taking Lucy and going places. Like Heather had mentioned, she wanted to go to Portugal to visit her dad, Paul Williams. Wouldn't it be great if they just gave us one episode of Paul Williams, just by the way? So I do expect it's going to be, a job offer out of town. Could be back in Portugal where she worked before. Could be in Savannah where she worked before. It could be Mars. I don't care. These two just need to go. Their storyline time is up. They're not needed. I'm not interested in watching them, just in my humble opinion. Drop me a comment if you disagree. That's all right. We can agree to disagree. Our fourth prediction, Summer and Phyllis plot a custody grab. So on Monday, July 15th, we've got Summer acting jealous at how close Claire and Harrison are. They have this bond, which is good. That's the kid's nanny, not his new stepmother, at least not yet. And Kyle confronts Summer when he overhears her asking Harrison if he wants to come live with her, basically implying me instead of your dad, and tells Harrison he can even help her pick out their new house. And he's very upset and says he knows what she's doing. They're bickering. And then on Wednesday, July 17th, spoilers say Summer takes a page from Phyllis's playbook. And we know Phyllis's playbook is, huge. It's the size of The Stand by Stephen King. You ever seen that book? It's one of the biggest books I've ever read. That big. And all of it in the playbook is sketchy. So I'm quite certain Summer is going to play dirty where Kyle is concerned. And I don't think him saying the other day, you're not even Harrison's biological mother, helped matters. I'm quite certain it exacerbated things because she knows what his strategy is going to be coming into court. So the question is, what is her strategy going to be coming into court if she's going to be facing you're not the bio mom stuff? So maybe she does need to play dirty. And of course, spoilers on Thursday, July 18th, have Nick and Phyllis disagreeing about what Summer is doing. So however dirty that Summer plays, however low she goes, Phyllis will be there cheerleading her, enabling her, aiding and abetting, assisting in any way she can. And Nick is going to try and de-escalate. And of course, that's not going to work very well at all. Our fifth and final prediction, I think Billy, Abbott, and Sally Spectra are going to team up to expose the cheaters. Of course, last week we had Sally telling Chelsea, she was worried about losing Adam, opening up to her, being all nice to her. Chelsea ran off feeling guilty. And of course, then there's this midweek Chatham trying to fight their feelings spoiler. And, are they going to keep their pants on or not? I don't think so. Even if they don't boink again this week, it's coming soon. By Friday the 19th, Chelsea tries to cover her tracks to keep Billy from finding out what she did. That is part of what has me thinking they are going to do the deed this week. And Billy and Sally are already kind of thinking, and they are both observing that Adam and Sally have been off. Adam and Chelsea have been off since they came back from Baltimore. I think these two are going to put their heads together, start talking, start comparing notes and going, maybe we do have something to worry about. And then maybe they will work together to creep up on Adam and Chelsea and catch them unawares, bust them red-handed. All right, that's it. Thanks for listening. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.